Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is part 14 of Outriders. Last time, a bit like last time, I don't really want to say because it kind of would spoil things, but yeah, August is no longer with us. So yeah. With that, we move on.
What do we have here? Zahidi, I found some more writing from Monroy's people. I think we must be approaching their colony. It seems Monroy didn't believe the Pax were so peaceful. When their tech started getting fried, he suspected the Pax were trying to sabotage him. Then, just as a storm was brewing up, they caught the Pax doing one of their obelisk rituals.
Did Monroy think the Pax were causing the storms?
I thought the same thing when I first saw August in those ruins in the forest.
Monroy ordered his soldiers to stop them. It was on that day that Dr. Indira recorded the first Pax deaths.
Please, collect all the writing you can find for me. Perhaps we can learn their story.
So as we landed, this was all going on, and then if they started it... Wow. I mean, this all does make quite a lot of sense. Just why is just... is beyond me. But I was right, they are kind of technically are mutated by the anomalies. Just they did it willingly, right? Which is... I'm gonna keep saying interesting until I find out how and why they do this. I'm guessing it's a bit like how humans have the altered, that their species has these, but still. Oh no! Ow. Like, you can't run away from these attacks. Still kind of shocked by the whole revelation last episode. Thing was, I actually kind of liked August, but it doesn't explain why they would do it. Because if you remember, when we went to that one village where they were, she said, "Don't give me the gun. I'll just be like them." Well, if she wanted to turn into one, like she just did there, then why did she turn it down earlier? So unless she was like playing us the entire time, or maybe those obelisks have maybe been altered in some way, so then they get lore to them and then they go wackadoo. Sure. I'm just going to try and focus in the middle area and then expand around.
After the first big storms burned out most of their tech, sounds like Monroy got furious. He demanded explanations from the Pax and access to their powers. They offered everything they could. They led Monroy through the jungle to their sacred city.
Probably this city. The place we've discovered.
Still doesn't really answer anything. I'm getting a lot of achievements. So many things don't add up because you think about it, they had that secret temple and closed it to contain themselves? Doesn't make sense. Did they always want to live in a desert? They don't strike me as desert living people. Well, obviously these guys do, but I mean, when August looked like August before he turned himself into what were they called, ferals? Right.
Pax took him to the Grand Temple, tried to show him how they communed with the anomaly. But Monroy thought it was a ploy to assassinate him. He ordered the executions of the Pax leaders and locked down the temple until he could learn how to control it himself.
My God. Monroy,
He misunderstood everything.
There are countless cages here. They're filled with skeletons. They look like Pax skeletons.
So yeah, we caused. Technically, that means we could have caused them to start the anomalies, which screwed everyone over. including themselves. Because then they turn themselves into those things. Right. Still doesn't answer why August wanted to do it with us, because we clearly were his allies. There we go. Oh wow, he's dropped it long.
After they'd executed the Pack's leaders, Monroy's people started moving into the city. This was their colony. They took over the homes of the Packs, forcing them to work for them, to serve them.
In other words, they made them slaves.
Oh.
They believed the loss of their machinery was the Pax's fault.
Doesn't matter what they believed. There's no excuse for enslaving another race.
There's gotta be hundreds of dead Packs here, executed, piled up. This whole city is a mass grave.
Monroy's people, they did this.
I think it's getting real clear who the Packs were scared of, who they changed themselves into pharaohs to protect themselves from.
Yeah, that does make sense, but why would he do it for... Why would August do it to us, though? That's still not answered. Okay, come on.
This place, it was a slave market.
Yep.
Seems like they got hit by the worst storm yet. Hundreds died, humans and packs. Some of the obelisks were damaged too, so... whatever the packs once were doing to control the storms, they couldn't do it anymore. He feared an uprising, losing control as packs started to abandon the city. Nikolai Galyatkin, Monroy made him general and put him in charge of weapons production.
No doubt the same weapons the Ferals used against them later.
Monroy. This palace is covered with flags, all with... it's gotta be his face. He made himself king of the packs.
A king?
A tyrant.
Oh, what now? Come on.
Courtyard's clear.
So I'm being a bit quiet, I'm just focusing. It's just... that enemy was quite hard. But still... so that's what he looked like. He looks like a tyrant. I say looked, he might still be alive somehow, they always do survive tyrants. In games. In games. Monroy's palace. It's not a palace.
Monroy was sending out raids to hunt down the fleeing packs. And that's when the uprising he'd predicted finally found him. But it wasn't the packs. At least, not as he expected.
The Ferals. He never saw them coming.
But Monroy didn't retreat. That asshole dug in out there, in the desert, and tried to track them down where they were coming from. That's when he found the canyon and the great obelisk. He finally understood there who the Pharaohs were. But that's when he got word that the city was under attack.
And so it was. The beginning of the end.
This is a big room. Wow. They really redecorated the place, didn't they?
Found Dr. Indira's last journal.
How do you know?
Because she wrote it just before getting executed. By Monroy. She tried to broker a truce with the Pax, thinking she could stop the Pharaohs if she surrendered Monroy to them.
Right. Didn't work out then, I'm guessing.
I made it to the top. Palace is clear.
What do you see?
You better come up here and see for yourself.
Okay.
This Monroy was a madman. Hey, there's a ship!
Is that the Caravel?
That's not possible. Caravel never left Earth. Its engines exploded. Tens of thousands died.
Then what the hell are we looking at?
The source of the fucking signal. Monroy's signal. There's no place beyond the storm. It's coming from in there, protected from the anomaly, just like the uplink in your goddamn briefcase.
I don't fucking understand.
Neither do I. It doesn't make any sense. Everyone saw the Caravel explode during its construction. Even if the people left on Earth were able to rebuild the ship, they left after us. We were the first. Nevertheless, what's certain is that Monroy enslaved August's people. He butchered them, and they turned. They mutated into savages willingly, so they could fight back.
I'm done with all this. Whatever's waiting for you on that ship, I want no part of it.
Tiago, you can't leave us now.
I thought you weren't a deserter.
What they did to August's people. What our people did to August, don't you see? Thank you for letting me walk a ways with you.
We're going to finish this.
Bye, Tiago.
We're finding a way into the Caravel.
This
Right.
is it now. That ship, the signal, the garden. I'm ready to make some sense of all this. We'll leave on your word, Outrider.
Right. This could be a shorter video, but I kind of want to save the Caravel for the final episode. Well, what I'm going to suggest is the final episode, because it looks like this is going to be the final area. So yeah, I'll see you later. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. We're trying to reach 50 subscribers by the end of the year. If we can do that, that would be great. Anyway, goodbye for now. Bye.